Hello to my Geminis, it's your turn. Let's have a look at your cards for 2026. I'm going to get you 3 cards. Firstly from the Mushroom Spirit Oracle, then the Animal Spirit Oracle, and finally from the Secret Language of Light. Let's see what your messages are for this year. Number 19, the Death Cap, Endings. Ooh, that's interesting. To be fair, we are ending and beginning a cycle because we're coming in on a number 1 year. It is a 10-1. Oh, that one wants to come out, doesn't it? A 10-1 year, so that's quite relevant. 21, the Dove Spirit, Be Peace. Nice. Let's get our 3rd card. See what we've got for you. Lots of white here. It's a very kind of serene energy, so it could be something to do with passings for some people, literally. Or it could just be finding higher levels of peace. There's a very devotional energy coming through here. So let's take a look. Colour on number 40. Love that card. Beautiful. Okay. Wow. So the potential energy here for you guys, Gemini, is very interesting because I know you can be very busy, you can be very stuck in your mind sometimes and never quite sure what to do and wanting to do everything all at once because, you know, Gemini. Because your mind never stops. But it feels like there's a real opportunity for you to find greater levels of peace here, which is wonderful. And that's what I want to talk about with the Death Cap, the Endings card here on 19-10-1, because it is 10-1 energy, and that is the energy we're going into in 2026. It is a number 10 year. 10 reduces to 1, which is why I say 10-1. So with 19 as well, wow. That's great wisdom leading the individual. So you know a lot, you've been through a lot, and you know that running around like a headless chicken is not a sustainable thing to do. So I feel like for you guys, your biggest challenge, or that perhaps your spirit guides are setting you this year, is to learn to be peaceful, or to learn how to continue to be peaceful if that's something you've been working on, because that's not so easy for Geminis. You like to stir trouble. Put that spoon down. You like to stir the pot. Okay. And Dove Spirit, Be Peace on 21-3. So some very beautiful energy here, which is actually offering you the opportunity to find a whole new way to live. It's almost like for some Geminis or some people with strong Gemini in their chart, it's almost like you become a different person next year in 2026, but it's a permanent and positive change is what I want to say. So if there are some old habits from your past, or maybe you were a bit of a shit stirrer at some point, there could be a bit of a turning over a new leaf for some people. For other people, you know, it is a little bit more simple than that and just looking for peace rather than being stressed, because there is a hint of stress here, and it's talking to me very much about getting rid of the stress and bringing the colour back into your life, bringing the happiness back into your life, looking for those beautiful colours. These are very spiritual colours on here, these magenta and this gorgeous violet and the gold coming through here, this beautiful heart in the middle. And it is a very heart-centered year for you, Gemini. So I feel like your relationships could be taking a front seat in 2026, your romantic relationships in particular. But there is an opportunity kind of like for you to turn over a new leaf. And for some people, that's going to be very healing in romantic relationships if there have been problems. You know, if you're aware that maybe there are ways you've acted that you could have done a bit better, maybe you've caused problems, maybe you caused problems to yourself. Are you your own worst enemy, Gemini? Take whatever's relevant to you, of course. Everyone's different, everyone's an individual. But there is this beautiful opportunity here to move to a higher spiritual level, to find higher levels of peace and lower levels of stress moving forwards, which will be very good for you. And with number 40 as well, I love number 40. It's a very powerful number. It's the number of viability. So maybe there's a project that is now becoming viable for you, an idea. I get the word idealistic in my head as well. So maybe there's something that you've been wanting to do or become for a long time, which suddenly becomes possible as of 2026, just for the first time ever, perhaps. Or maybe it's something you thought you'd missed out on and it's coming back around and you're thinking, oh, wow, I could do that. I could be that. I could, you know, go off and be a yoga teacher or a ballet dancer or, you know, whatever it is that you've missed out on. or I could just go surfing all day, whatever works. So there is this energy of shift and change for 2026 for Gemini. So there's a huge opportunity here to have a completely new life, to live on life on your terms, but in a much more balanced, beautiful and peaceful way. Love that for you.